What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be showing you guys the best deck to use in Arena 5 and Arena 6. As you can see, I am in Arena 7, but I just came out from Arena 6 for my friend. Shout out to Carter for letting me use his account. As you can see, I've been pushing with this deck, and it's been working really well. It's very similar to the deck that I uploaded yesterday, however I made a few changes. I have the Giant Skeleton, the Minion Horde, Arrows, Spear Goblins, Hog Rider, Free Spell, Inferno Tower, and the Goblin Barrel. This is the one that I uploaded yesterday. As you can see, it's pretty much the same deck, however I made quite a bit of changes, and it works really well for you lower level players that may not have these cards for this deck, or they're just not that high level cards and it doesn't work that well for you. So let's go ahead and check out a replay, and I'll show you guys how to use this deck. Here's the replay that I want to show you guys from the Builder's Workshop. Like I just said, I pushed up from Arena 6, and this is a replay from Arena 6. We're going up against AMC from Furia Tuga, and if I have this starting hand, I like to go with the Hog Rider Goblin Barrel strategy. It works out pretty well in most cases, however this guy got lucky with his starting hand, and he had some arrows in it. He had to throw that Goblin Barrel down though to counter my Hog Rider. We still got 300 damage into that tower, so that's very successful to me, especially at the start of a raid. Just kind of intimidating right there with an aggressive push. We're going to go ahead and play it safe right now, just let our elixir build up, as well as placing our Giant Skeleton in the back of the map just to get that out there. And now we have about 5 elixir. He has 3 because he just dropped that level 1 golem in the back of his map, but that's why we have our Inferno Tower. I've seen a lot of people using P.E.K.K.A.s and golems in these arenas, so the Inferno Tower is a must-have. But I'm going to go ahead and focus on this tower because I know I do have that Inferno. I just kind of want to stress him out a little bit. He panic drops that wizard to try to take out my minions, but we shred him. We have about 2 minions left and that Giant Skeleton. The Giant Skeleton makes it to the tower, drops that giant bomb of his, and the minions work on that tower as well. We got it all the way down to about 85 hit points, and that Inferno Tower definitely did work on that golem. It did not make it to our tower, and that thing is already taken out. So now that there are no more troops on the battlefield, we're going to go ahead and drop down our Hog Rider, and instead of throwing the Goblin Barrel with it this time, we're going to drop a Free Spell. He countered again with that Goblin Barrel, which I thought was pretty weird. He should have just countered with his own Goblin, but he panicked while the tower was frozen and threw those arrows down. So now it's the perfect time for us to throw our Goblin Barrel, which is what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and ignore that Dark Prince because 1, he does not do that much damage, and 2, he would have just destroyed our Spear Goblins instantly anyway. We also made a mistake right here and threw arrows down on those Spear Goblins. I thought the Dark Prince was still going to be alive, so I wanted to hit him and those Goblins, but it didn't work out that way. We kind of wasted our arrows. However, we do have a 1-0 lead right now. It looks like we're about to get the second crown as well. So we're just going to wait a little bit. He drops that golem in the back, and now we're going to push with our own Hog Rider. We got that Free Spell ready too, so we're going to drop that when it makes it to the tower. The golem is frozen, and so are both of the towers, but he dropped a Free Spell of his own. So hopefully once that unfreezes, our Hog Rider will get at least one shot in on that tower, and now it's at 121 hit points. Now that we have a golem and a Valkyrie advancing towards our towers, we drop a Giant Skeleton in the back of the map, and our Inferno Tower is definitely going to deal with these troops when they get closer. He does have these goblins right here, and I wanted to get rid of those before the golem got towards my Inferno Tower so I could lock onto that. However, I missed with my arrows. I obviously suck with arrows. The Minion Horde does take out the Wizard, the Dark Prince, and the Valkyrie while they distracted on my Giant Skeleton though, and then they move over here to finish off that golem. Then I'm going to go ahead and send my Hog Rider and take out that left tower. We now have a 2-0 lead because he's not even going to try to stop that Hog Rider. Once we drop that Giant Skeleton, he does drop a few Goblins of his own though. Our Goblin Barrel starts to attack that King Tower. We get it down below 2,000 hit points, but the time is about to run out, and we're going to walk away with the 2-0 victory. That was a perfect example of how to use this deck. I believe this deck has a lot of counters and a lot of good pushing strategies. So if you guys need a new deck and you're struggling in Arena 5 or Arena 6, definitely try this one out. It works very well for me. I even use it every now and then on my main account off above 3,000 trophies. So here's the deck one last time, and I also want to give a shout out to my friend Carter for letting me use his account in this video. And I want to give a shout out to my friend Benjamin, who's in one of my clans as well, for letting me use his account on yesterday's video. I forgot to shout that out in the video. It was mainly a live commentary. I said I recorded that intro part and I forgot all about it. So shout out to Carter and shout out to Benjamin for letting me use their accounts for these videos. I couldn't use my own because my account was obviously not in Arena 5 or Arena 6, and in yesterday's video I didn't have a princess. So they're definitely helping me out here. Make sure you show them some love. That's about all I wanted to say for today's video though. Thank you guys so much for all the support on yesterday's video with Eclipse. I thought it did really well. His video was also really funny, so if you guys missed that one, check it out in the description below. But other than that, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Peace out.